Hello and welcome. Today, we will be discussing a growing concern in the healthcare industry, specifically, the false narrative that rehabilitation services are not evidence-based and, therefore, ineffective. Despite their undeniable impact, rehabilitation services are often dismissed or unfairly compared to snake oil by third-party payers. This not only tarnishes their reputation but also undermines the quality of care provided to patients. Regulated healthcare professional associations have been met with criticisms about the validity of their practices due to the lack of evidence-based methods in all instances. There is a pressing need for stronger advocacy against this ignorance. Rehabilitation services are integral to healthcare. They help individuals regain independence, improve quality of life, and even support end-of-life circumstances. Evidence-based practice is vital, but it's not the only factor guiding patient care decisions. Many factors can influence clinical decision-making, including patient preferences, clinician experience, and the unique circumstances of each patient. A service not being studied using randomized controlled trials or other rigorous research methods does not render it useless. Many services, developed over time through trial and error, can effectively help patients achieve their goals. Rehabilitation services can be difficult to measure with traditional research methods due to the complex medical histories of patients. However, they are often developed through clinical experience and tailored to the unique needs of each patient. Evidence-based practice doesn't imply something doesn't work, but rather, it might not have been subject to a particular study. Rehabilitation services require a more nuanced approach to care that considers each patient's unique needs. It is time for professional associations to take a stand, educate third-party payers and the public on the value of rehabilitation services, and counter the limitations of evidence-based practice. Just because a service isn't evidence-based doesn't mean it's ineffective. We must emphasize the importance of clinical judgment in tailoring treatments to unique patient needs. Rehabilitation services can significantly impact patients' lives and are an essential aspect of healthcare. We must move away from the false narrative that rehabilitation services are ineffective because they're not evidence-based. Instead, we should advocate for a more nuanced approach to care that takes into account the unique needs of each patient. Let's stand together for the value of rehabilitation services and teach future physiotherapists how to defend themselves against verbal assaults that could lead to moral injury and discourage them from staying in the profession. As we wrap up, let us remind ourselves of the journey that has brought us to this noble profession. You are the dedicated, hard-working individuals who had the honesty, compassion, and the calling to help others. These traits have defined you and led you to the field of rehabilitation services. It's important to remember that the detractors who criticize or misunderstand our profession often do so out of ignorance or less than honorable intentions. Don't let their words diminish the immense value of the work you do each day. As rehabilitation professionals, you deserve better. You deserve respect, recognition, and fair compensation for your commitment and the tireless efforts you put into improving patients' lives. Dealing with the public is no easy task, and perfection is not a reasonable expectation. Stand firm in the face of adversity, remembering that your professional competence is unquestionable. The rigorous training and dedication required to join our ranks are not for everyone. Critics and naysayers would not have been accepted into your esteemed profession. Keep your heads held high and your spirits unbroken. You are more than just healthcare professionals. You are the lifeline, the beacon of hope for those you serve. Your work changes lives, reshapes futures, and brings light to those in their darkest hours. Let us reaffirm today that you are respected, you are valued, and your contribution to society is indispensable. You are the embodiment of resilience, dedication, and compassion, the very heart of healthcare. Remember, healthcare providers, you were the kind, intelligent students who excelled in your studies and were driven by an intrinsic desire to help people. You played fair and held fast to your principles. You weren't the ones cutting corners or seeking shortcuts. Now, don't let those mean-spirited individuals, who may have grown up to be insurance adjusters, bully you or belittle your worth. Don't let them shake your confidence or make you feel lesser than you are. Because let me affirm this loud and clear, you are immensely important. Your role in society is invaluable, and your commitment to improving the lives of others is nothing short of heroic. In conclusion, hold on to your pride, maintain your resolve, and remember why you chose this path. Let's continue to stand together against those who attempt to devalue our profession, uphold the truth, and advocate for the importance of rehabilitation services. You are not alone. Together, we are stronger. Here's to a future where our profession is respected and understood for its true value.